OCs, aka Original Characters. These are when members of a fandom create characters from their favorite series. A good show is ripe for places where fans can create OCs, and this is definitely true for Miraculous Ladybug. There are 3 places where fans mainly create OCs for Miraculous Ladybug: the Kwamis, the Miraculous, and the Heroes. For this video, I'll focus on the first one. That is to say, today I'll be trying to make a Kwami OC. Each Kwami is an animal that embodies a specific concept. Tiki is a ladybug Kwami, representing creation. Plag is a black cat Kwami, representing destruction. Nuru is a butterfly Kwami, representing transmission. Dusu is a peafowl Kwami, representing emotion. Waze is a turtle Kwami, representing protection. Trix is a fox Kwami, representing illusion. Pollen is a bee Kwami, representing action. Mulo is a mouse Kwami, representing multiplication. Stomp is an ox Kwami, representing determination. Roar is a tiger Kwami, representing elation. Fluff is a rabbit Kwami, representing evolution. Long is a dragon Kwami, representing perfection. Kulki is a horse Kwami, representing migration. Ziggy is a goat Kwami, representing passion. Oriko is a rooster Kwami, representing pretension. Zapu is a monkey Kwami, representing derision. Deji is a pig Kwami, representing jubilation. Bark is a dog Kwami, representing adoration. So that means there are 2 ways I can go about making a Kwami. Either by choosing a concept and figuring out an animal that is associated with it, or by choosing an animal and finding the concept associated with it. Personally, I am going to start with the animal and then find concepts from there, since that is how I think that the Miraculous Kwamis are designed, with the symbolism of the animals like black cats being bad luck or ladybugs being good luck, demonstrating this fact. So which animal will I choose? I want to stay away from animals that have already shown up in the show, so not the Chinese zodiac, fox, turtle, butterfly, peacock, ladybug, or black cat. Long gives me hope that I could do a mythological creature like a dragon, maybe a unicorn or a pegasus, a minotaur or a yeti. But the more I think about it, I feel like all those wouldn't be unique enough. Like I think that somewhere out there a fan has probably made a unicorn KWAMI dot. So I thought about it more, about all the characters in Miraculous, trying to think if there were any that were associated with animals that don't yet have a Miraculous. And I figured it out. I want to choose a pigeon. Yep, a pigeon. Paris has a lot of pigeons. And honestly, because of Mr. Pigeon, man was akumatized like 72 times. I can respect the hustle. So now I know what animal I want. But what concepts does it represent? Well, pigeons represent commonness because they are all over the place. They can also represent communication because they can carry messages. But I think that Nuru already covers transmission, communication, so that concept is out. Pigeons also symbolize peace, but I think doves better represent that concept more. I think I'll have to stick with commonness, though I guess I can't call it that, since all the concepts end in tie-in. Maybe humiliation? Like humbling yourself or making yourself common? Or normalization? When you make something normal? Though I think that's a math concept, honestly. I think I'll stick to humiliation, even though it is a kind of humiliating concept. It does actually sound like a broad concept, much like the other Miraculous. I think the next step in creating this Kwami OC would be to give it a name. For Kwamis, I've noticed that they are usually named something that is close to their animal, and always have double letters in their name. Doing some research into pigeon noises tells me that they coo. So maybe the name could be based off of cooing? Cooing already has a double O in the word. Maybe cuckoo? No. Maybe coo-oo? No, that's too many O's. Maybe pig coo for pigeon plus coo? That name seems not to be too long, since it is just as long as Nauru's name. So I think we can get away with pig coo as the name of my Kwami, even if it is a bit on the nose for a pigeon Kwami. Or you know what, maybe take away the letter C, add some E's, so PGO. Yay, there we go. Finally, it is time for the drawing process. I am not a good artist, but I will try my best. All Kwamis have relatively the same style, this sort of chibi style, with big heads and small bodies, so I can look at the other Kwamis to get an idea of what the base of the body will be. The real issue comes into how the wings of the pigeon will come into play in the Kwami. Looking at the Kwamis, even Kwamis like Sass and Dusu have arms and legs, indicating that all Kwamis have arms and legs, even when the animal that they are based on does not know. Wait a second, Larry. I was so focused on the Chinese Miraculous box Kwamis, I almost forgot. Leary, the eagle Miraculous from the Native American box, is a good example of how a bird Kwami would look like. Using Leary and the others as my base, here is my drawing of my pigeon Kwami OC, the Kwami of humiliation, Pidgeo. Ta-da. Thank you, everyone. Pidgeo out.